All right, you guys, I just heard the door knock, and I think there's a package down there. Is this a package for me? This should be very interesting. All right, I'm gonna do an unboxing. Unboxing time, guys. Unboxing time. Wow. All right, so I'm totally new to this whole unboxing thing, so you're gonna have to forgive me. Got a knife. So before we get started, I can tell you this much. I'm not gonna tell you what's in here yet, but I can tell you what I'm calling this. I'm christening what's in here. Its name's gonna be Timor, and I'll tell you why in a second. But this, to me, is like a huge start for a new realm of me expressing my creative talents. 10 years ago, almost to the day, I was in Naval Medical Center, San Diego, going through my med board and my chief's initiation at the time. And I was just I knew my Navy career was over, so I knew I was just gonna get started working in film and regenerating a passion I had way back when, before I re-enlisted back in 2004. So I said, I know I have money coming in. I know it's gonna be about a year before I'll be medically retired. So I picked up the handy dandy, trusty 5D Mark II. Still one of my favorite still cameras, by far. Shot my first movie, or my first short film with it. Don't laugh, it was for an InfoWars film contest. They said $100,000 prize winner, blah, 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 blah. Got this thing, and to this day, I love it. Biggest complaint right now is that it's not 4K. So obviously that creates an issue. Like I said, I'm both into film and into photography, which leads me to this amazing form factor, this Mamiya 645 Pro. I love this thing. I used to be able to take it everywhere with me. Now it's not, because of the pandemic. It's hard to get film developed and find places where you can actually trust them to do the actual 120 film. This was my go-to still camera for the longest time. But the form factor, I said, if they made something like this in 4K that was this size, it would be amazing. Then after I got out, 2014, 15-ish, I met my buddy Scott at I take that back, Scott comes in a second. But I decided I wanted to do something big. And what I meant by big was create a project on a scale where I could capture these amazing stories of Purple Heart recipients from the Iraq and Afghanistan war. Had all these people lined up, said, I need the best camera to do that. And at the time, it was a RED Epic, which is what we're recording on right now. Upgraded it to the Dragon when the Dragon option came out, so we're recording on the RED Dragon. I love this. I skipped the weapon just because of budgetary things, and everything to do that project fell apart. And it started some dark days of not really feeling film and video anymore. I shot two shorts, or I shot one more short with the 5D and then one with the RED that's still not finished all these years later. That's how dark the whole film thing got for me. But in 2018, I decided I was going to try an adventure thing. So I ended up picking up a GH5. And it was a great camera. It was a mixture of the 5D in terms of interchangeable lenses and being super clean, while having the compactness of the Mamiya in terms of form factor, smaller than the 5D, a lot lighter. What killed me was that thing behind me. That thing behind me is my editing suite, my, what is it, a 2010 Mac Pro with a NVIDIA GTX 1080 Ti, and you put the H.264 files in and it cripples it. So I never thought about pulling out the Dragon because it's just too big to go take on a summit hike to Mount Whitney in the middle of the winter. It just would not have been practical. So cut to the pandemic, and my good friend Scott, who has been bugging me all these years since we met at Vincent Laforte's, not Masters of Motion, his training seminar they did with MZ. And Scott finally got me to go to Masters in Motion in 2019 for the foreseeable future, the last in-person one. And I'm starting to cut this thing open from the bottom because that's what I do. And so when the pandemic hit, I really wanted to document it. So I pulled out the GH5 and said, this is the way to do it. I started a daily vlog called Apocalypse Diaries, which I'll link to that channel in the description below. But taking 3 hours of editing time for a 10 to 20 minute vlog just didn't make any sense, especially when it was just reworking all of the H.264 files into something I can use and then rendering that out. So I pulled out the Dragon and said, what the heck, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Cut my edit time into 20 minutes and then whatever the render is. So cut to today, what we're unboxing right now. This is called Timor. That's what I'm naming it. Just like the Red, I call him Kublai. I have this thing for the cons. So what I'm about to introduce to you right now is the latest addition to my camera family, and what I think is a marriage between DSLR in terms of size and compactness and my 645 in terms of just overall size, with the best possible camera technology, I think, on the market. So ladies and gentlemen, you've seen a lot of these videos come out in probably the last month or two. Some of them are in custom colors. Welcome to, first off, batteries. Gotta love batteries. Gonna throw one on the charger right now. Actually, I'll throw them both on the charger right now, so we make sure that I can get some footage to add to this afternoon. These are the Canon, what are they? The BP 955s by Canon. So they were a little bit more than what I wanted to spend on them, but they were able to get here with the camera, which is a big issue. Am I doing this right? Sorry guys, this is a problem with unboxing. I don't know what's going on. Okay, we're not going to add the batteries right now. We'll do that later. So we got some, we got the batteries. But here it is, the RED Komodo. This is what I think is going to change me as a filmmaker, get me back into it. It's small, it's compact, it's portable. It's everything I need to do my type of filmmaking. It's not going to replace the Dragon. The Dragon has its purpose, but for me, this is what's going to make me get back into this. So here we go. And oh yeah, by the way, it's one of the rare ones. It is, oh, I get a nice little card, some instructions up here. Congratulations. We will register the Komodo as soon as we can. This is, holy crap. Okay, so I've seen a lot of the unboxing videos and people go, oh my God, this thing's small. Oh my God. This thing's smaller body-wise than the Mamiya. Damn. And a heck of a lot lighter. Now, if I add the batteries, that may change. But, so here it is, the Stormtrooper version of the RED Komodo. So it came with the body. It came with the RF to EF adapter. Came with a cord. So RED's giving you power with this, DC power. Of course, it came with a sticker. What is this? This is, oh, okay. Power brick for outside the United States. And then you have your power for here in the United States that uses this little plug that plugs into the back, and we can get power. This box, and it's, Jared, you guys did an amazing job just with the box design. This thing's badass. So, what do we have? We have camera, RF to EF, so be shooting some stuff with the, what is it, the Canon 24 to 70L. Great piece to know that we have power immediately. And we got an open knife, so let's shut that. So what's nice about this is it has a power spot here. I don't know exactly what they call it on the DSMC2s, but it's where you can do wireless mounting. In the future, that will be available. Right now, this camera is a beta, so it's going to have some things that I'm not going to be able to completely access. We have the door right here. Takes standard CFast cards. We have dual battery slots. I've been told and have seen from many people that these will last up to 3 hours. I don't know if it's 3 hours a piece or 3 hours total with the dual BP 955s. We have on the back, we have DC in, external out, and SDI. So it only has SDI out, it doesn't have HDMI out. Again, we're talking about, this is designed to be a crash cam for industry professionals. So this is definitely well above what I thought it would be. We have a record button right here. And what's really cool about this, it has a flick up and down, like a toggle on off. And this right here is your Wi-Fi antenna. So you can control the entire why am I drawing a blank? The entire operating system through your phone. Even more so from a lot of the videos I've seen. And once we get this set up, the battery is charged, we will try it. You can monitor, not just off this monitor right here, full touchscreen, gives, from what I've seen on the videos, gives you some pretty decent looking video playback through it. Depending on your eyesight, can you pull critical focus on it? Probably not. But if you need something bigger for the time being, you can go wirelessly from the Komodo to your iPhone, and the latency on it is incredibly quick. Like, so most people can actually shoot and focus relatively real time with this. That's going to be a really important tool till I can save up some more money to get a external monitor like the 1C that Scott told me, that Scott did a great review on. Like I said, so card port, dual ejection slots for the batteries. You can run 1 or 2 batteries. Over here, we have audio in, headphones out. It looks like there may be a built-in mic. I haven't looked at that. Got mounting ports with quarter 20s and M4s. I did get today the Timmy Ribs. So what these will do, I'm torn personally. I don't know whether I want to rig this thing out like I have my Dragon right now, or if I want to keep this thing as minimalized as possible. But so these ribs would go right here. You can add a rosette and basically use a handle on it, which I have heard some people say the form factor is a little weird. Because I like the Mamiya form factor, I don't think I'll have that much problem actually using this without handles, but I do want to get a handle just for safety reasons. And lastly, you have your tripod mounting points. So like I said, I'm doing a daily vlog using the Dragon about what's going on with the pandemic. This right here has changed the game. I can now do a 2-camera shoot. I also have a video platform called The Modern Ronin, which is where the vlog is, but that I'm actually going to start doing more veteran-based stuff. This will be either the A or B camera. So let's talk about real quick. It has a Super 35 sensor. It's 27.03 millimeters 14 by 14.25. I think it's slightly larger than an APS-C. Obviously fixed RF mount, but does come with the RF to EF, and it's a smart mount from what I understand. It has phased autofocus support. Key thing here, global shutter. The one thing that the Dragon does not have, it has a rolling shutter. This has a global shutter. In my opinion, it puts it, for what I like to do, it puts it one step above the Dragon in terms of quick pans and things like that where you would see the rolling shutter. Same exact format as the Dragon, Red Code RAW. It does have, right now, two quality, not issues, but quality selections, one being high quality, one being medium quality. If you're used to shooting on RED, from what I understand from listening to the other reviews, medium quality is like 5 or 6 to 1, and high quality is like 2 or 3 to 1. So this is going to give you a lot of data rate. Downside to that is you're going to need a lot of hard drives, but hard drives are cheap now. Like I said, CFast 2.0, 4K SDI out. It can be 6 or 12G SDI. Like I said, everything else we touched on, touch screen. So here's the deal. Why would I spend the money on a beta product that's a lot more than I want to spend on a camera, that when it's all said and done, we're in the middle of a pandemic and a lot of people, especially in the film industry, aren't working right now? Because I believe in RED. Because I think just by feeling this thing, this, like I said, is going to be a game changer for the way I shoot, for me getting back out there. And if it costs me a lot more than what I wanted to spend, but it's going to give me a product that I can use, then that's all that matters to me. This is definitely so damn light. Sorry, yeah. The best thing about this, and this is no ragging on RED, for one price, I believe that the black version, the production model, will be around $6,000. For one price, I don't need to buy any other RED accessories. I got batteries, which if you have any of the Canon RF cameras, apparently these are pretty common. So you probably have the batteries already set and laying around. If you're shooting Canon RF, you already have RF lenses. All you have to do is slap a lens, batteries, and you can go out today and shoot. Not only that, you don't have batteries, you have power. Remember, that was one of the things that did annoy me when I bought my Dragon, was like, oh, you got to pay extra for the AC power. But this is by far the first RED camera that I've seen that out of the box, slap a lens and batteries on, and we're off and running. We're good. We're there. And wow, this thing is so badass. On that note, I'm shutting up. You guys, if you can get your hands on it, to try it, to feel it, just to feel it, it's so incredibly light. I recommend you go do it. Jared, everyone at RED, this thing's awesome. And I'll add some footage at the end of this video. Take care, guys.